Hello everybody, I miss y'all so much and I hope y'all are doing well. I am really having a hard time not being able to see y'all, but I hope y'all are having fun and I hope that y'all are keeping up with your skills and practicing what we've learned so far. I am very excited for our story today and for our little activity we're gonna do after too. It may be gloomy outside and maybe it was raining close to you earlier. I know it was raining close to me, but today our story that we're gonna read and our craft that we're gonna do, it's gonna bring a little bit of brightness back, I think. Are you ready? All right, go ahead and put your hands on your head and let's take 3 deep balloon breaths. Ready? Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last time, breathe in, breathe out. Show me spaghetti and meatballs. Very good. So our new story today is titled How the Crayons Saved the Unicorn, written by Monica Sweeney and illustrated by Feronia Parker Thomas. Are you ready? Me too. Let's dig in. On the edge of a town, a lost little unicorn wandered in search of a friend. He imagined all the fun he could have with someone to play with, but in his search far and wide, he couldn't find anybody to be his friend. So in the beginning, what is the unicorn looking for? Yeah, a friend. Has he been able to find one yet? No. He splashed through a river, but the fish looked at him funny. He looked up high in the trees, but the birds wouldn't sing with him. He said hello to butterflies in the garden, but they fluttered away. What do you think fluttered means? Yeah, they flew away, didn't they? So he kept on his search, clop, 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 and made up games along the way. Roar, he'd howl. Help me, he'd cry. I'll save you, he'd chime back. Does he still have any friends yet? No. How do you think that makes him feel? Yeah, sad. I think so too. But after a while, he still felt gloomy. Gloomy is another fancy word for sad. Why wouldn't anyone be his friend? Ever so slowly, his purple hooves turned to gray. His sparkly stars lost their shimmer. His rainbow mane and rainbow tail faded inch by inch, lock by lock, until the rainbow was no more. Oh man. Oh no, bawled the unicorn. Where did all my colors go? Where is all my sparkle? He sniffled, shuffled, shuddered, and sank. Oh no, look at him. He lost all of his what? Yeah, color. In a soft tuft of grass was a little box of crayons. All of a sudden, the box began to move, and the unicorn perked up. Oh my goodness. Isn't that so cool? Do you think they're gonna be able to be friends with the unicorn? Let's see. Out jumped 7 special crayons. Hey, who's that? Where are my clothes? Put, put. Wahoo! Let's make a run for it. Why is the sky blue? Oh my goodness, look at who's asking that. What color is that crayon? Yeah, the blue crayon is asking why the sky is blue. Isn't that silly? The unicorn looked up brightly and said, hello. I've been wandering for a while and I've lost all my colors. Maybe you can help me. Do you think maybe the crayons will be able to help him? Yeah, I think so too. Let's see. You look like fun. So magical. Let's go play. Stick with us. Colors are our specialty. Oh my goodness. So little by little, they're starting to add some more what? Yeah, they're starting to add the color back to him, aren't they? What a great day. The new friends frolicked all over town. Clop, 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 and spread their rainbow colors. Scribble, scribble, scribble. I want you to look at this illustration. Oh my goodness. Look at how beautiful that is. What is happening in this illustration? Yeah, the crayons are adding the color back to the unicorn, aren't they? What else are they making in the picture? Do you see it? Yeah, some scribbles, some stars. What else? Some rainbows, right? Yeah, who else loves a rainbow? I do too. The unicorn was as happy as can be. He trotted through a field and the crayons came with him. He pranced in a garden and the crayons pranced with him. He hummed his favorite tune and the crayons hummed too. Do you think maybe the unicorn found his friends? Me too. They came across a great big puddle. They wrapped around the puddle and they splished and they splashed. Cowabunga! Am I blue because of water? Or is water blue because of me? The blue crayon's a little confused, isn't he? Oh no, cried the unicorn. Not again. Look at what they stepped in. Yeah, they stepped in the lake water, didn't they? What is happening to the unicorn now? Yeah, the colors that the crayons colored back on him, they're fading, aren't they? Oh no, he's losing his colors again. The unicorn looked down at his gray hooves in sadness. What kind of unicorn am I if I don't even have my rainbow colors? You're the coziest unicorn, the most fun unicorn. You're very sharp. The splashiest unicorn, a pretty great unicorn, so special. The friendliest unicorn. Oh my goodness, so they're saying really nice things to make them feel better, aren't they? Yeah. The crayons surrounded the unicorn in a great big hug, and the unicorn felt more confident and happier than ever before. Oh my goodness. Ever so slowly, what do you think is going to happen? You think his colors are going to come back after they hug him? Let's see. Ever so slowly, his gray hooves turned back to purple. His sparkly stars started to shimmer. His rainbow mane and rainbow tail came back inch by inch, lock by lock. But this time, the unicorn felt as happy as his very own rainbow. Oh me, oh my, look at that. So, did he find some friends? Yeah, and when they hugged him, what happened? Yeah, the color came back, didn't it? Oh my goodness, and that, my friends, is the end. So, I want you to think for a second. What happened at the beginning of the story? Yeah, the unicorn started walking around, and what was he looking for, do you think? Yeah, he was looking for some friends. Who were some people that he tried to talk to and play with? Yeah, the birds, the fish, what else? Yeah, you're right. Now, what happened? Did any of them be friends with him? No, they didn't. So he played on his own, right? And somewhere deep in the forest, what did he see? A box of crayons. Isn't that so silly? Would you normally see a box of crayons in the forest? No, you wouldn't, would you? Now I want you to think for a second. What happened whenever the crayons saw him? Yeah, the unicorn had lost his color, right? Because he was sad. Yeah, and then what happened? Yeah, the crayons started coloring him, didn't they? Did that help? Yeah, it brought his color back, didn't it? But then, over closer to the end of the story, not quite at the end, but more so kind of toward the middle, what happened? What did they step in? Yeah, they stepped in the lake water, didn't they? And what happened to the unicorn again? Yeah, his color started to fade away because the crayons, are they permanent? No, they're not permanent, are they? But then he was so sad. And what happened? What did the crayons do? They said really nice things, and they gave him a what? Yeah, they gave him a really big hug, didn't they? And then what happened at the very end of the story? Yeah, after they gave him the hug, all of his colors started to come back, and he made his very own what? Rainbow. Yeah, you're right. Well, guess what? Are you ready for this? We are going to make our very own rainbows today. But we're not going to just do any type of rainbow. We are going to make a watercolor rainbow. Are you ready? If you're ready, give me a whoop, whoop. Awesome. So here are some items that you're going to need if you don't already have them out. Okay? You will need a piece of white paper. You will need a small cup of water. You will need 2 Q-tips or cotton swabs, whatever you call them. You will need a piece of aluminum foil about the same size as the paper. It's not the biggest deal in the world. And then you will need some markers. Are you ready? Me too. Now, remember, this part you don't have to do. It's just for fun, and I figured it would be a lot of fun today. Now, I am going to make our rainbow the actual colors of a rainbow. But if you want to do different colors, that's fine too. So are you ready to get started? Great, me too. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just putting my paper on a little clipboard just so that it doesn't move around. You don't have to do this. This is just my personal preference. And I also have a black marker here. I'm gonna use this to draw my clouds, because remember, at the ends of rainbows, there's usually clouds, aren't there? Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you how to make one. Okay, if you can see me, sorry. I'm gonna start right here. I'm gonna start in about the middle of the paper. And I'm gonna go up, 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 and across. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just like that is fine. And then I'm gonna put one a little bit lower over here, because sometimes we want our rainbows to be really nice and bright and take up a lot of space, don't we? Yeah. So I'm gonna put my other one here. So I'm gonna go up, 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 and around. Now remember, does this have to be perfect? No, you know Mrs. Dewall can't draw very well, can she? No, not at all. Now, you do not have to do this, but I'm going to add some cute little eyes and a smile to my clouds. Again, not necessary, but you can if you'd like. So there's my clouds. Not perfect by any means. Okay, now I'm done with my black and pink, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those to the side because I don't need those anymore. Now, whenever you make a rainbow, I like to use a little term, I guess to say, to help me remember what order the colors go in. So this is where you're gonna need your aluminum foil and your markers, okay? So first things first, I use the term Roy G. Biv. Can you say that with me? Roy G. Biv, very good. And what I like to do is I like to think, what is that first sound that you hear in Roy? Right? And what letter says again? R, yeah. So what color do you remember that starts with an R? Do you remember? Red, right? Yes, it is red. So I'm gonna take my marker and my aluminum foil, and I'm just gonna color a big patch on my aluminum foil. Now, it may seem silly right now, but I promise it's gonna make sense in a minute. Just like that. Great job. Now, I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna do 2 more colors before I go ahead and start my rainbow. Now, Roy, you can't hear this one, but there's an O in there. What color starts with O? orange. Very good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another patch. I'm gonna leave a little bit of space on my aluminum foil. And I'm using neon colors. You can use regular colors. Neon colors are just all that I have at home. So that's what I'm using. So on my aluminum foil, it's showing up almost like a yellow peachy color, but it's gonna come out orange, I'm hoping. And then, Roy, what sound do you hear at the end there? Yeah, right? Very good. Now, what color starts with the y sound? Yellow. Excellent job. So I have my yellow here, and again, I'm gonna leave a little bit of space. Excellent. And there's my yellow. All right, so now I think I'm ready to go ahead and at least get started. So now this is where you need your cup of water and your Q-tips, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one little side of my Q-tip and I'm just gonna dip it in. Just a little bit, nothing too crazy. And then this is where the magic happens. You're going to rub your Q-tip onto your red. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna act like a watercolor paint. Isn't that so cool? And then I'm gonna show you, are you ready? So I'm gonna start at the top of my rainbow and I'm gonna go up, up, up the rainbow. Down, down, down the rainbow. Now I'm starting to lose a little bit of my color, so I'm just gonna dip back into my water and go back into that marker, and I'm gonna continue adding that color. Again, going back into my color. You may have to do this a few times, and that's okay. And I'm just making it as vibrant as I'd like. Now remember, you don't want to make your little lines on your rainbow or your arches too big because there's quite a few colors to go through. So that's what I have so far. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dip my Q-tip into my water again. And don't worry, it might change the color of your water, not a big deal. We're gonna keep on going anyway. Okay, and then I'm gonna go on into my orange using the same side. Not a big deal, and I actually think it'll look really cool because it might blend those two colors a little bit together to make it more of a true orange. And I'm gonna go right underneath my red. Right underneath my red. Great job. Are y'all having fun with this? Yeah. What is your favorite color in the rainbow? Yeah, mine is blue. I love blue. Now, my favorite color that is not in the rainbow is aquamarine, which is the color of my clipboard. What's your favorite color that's not in the rainbow? Really? I love that color too. So I'm gonna now take, it might look a little bit weird. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to dip my Q-tip back into my water. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in between the red and yellow just to kind of blend them almost. So if you wanna go ahead and take a second to just do that, sorry if that was loud. I was just putting the clipboard down. All right, perfect. Now we have one more color that we're gonna use for this one. Now, I have red and orange, but I don't really want my red or my orange to mix with my yellow, so I'm gonna flip over to the other side on this one. Ready? Okay, so I'm dipping it back in to my water, just the clean side, and this time I'm gonna go in with my yellow. And again, same process. We're just gonna go underneath our orange arch. Ready? Me too. Let's go. So we're gonna go up, up, up the rainbow. And we're gonna go down, down, down the rainbow. Now I keep on going back and forth between adding more color just because I want mine to be nice and vibrant. And then I'm gonna dip it back into my water just by itself. And I'm just gonna go between the orange and the yellow just to kind of blend, just very lightly. It doesn't have to be perfect, remember. All right, there's my rainbow so far. What do you think? Yeah, what about yours? How's yours coming out? You like it? I do too. All right, so I'm gonna use that same yellow side, but guess what? We've used our red, orange, and yellow. Are we done with our rainbow yet though? No, we have 4 more colors to add. Are you ready? So now we have Roy, we did Roy. Now we have G. What color starts with G? That's right, green. Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and add another little patch to my, sorry, they're trying to roll, to my aluminum foil with just my green on it. Now, biv, b, b, b. What letter starts with the B? There's my green. Blue, right? Very good. So I'm gonna take my blue and I'm gonna make another little patch. And the reason why I'm saying that you might need to leave a little bit of space is because sometimes it might start to drip, kind of like my oranges right now. So leave a little bit of space between your colors. All right, so there's my blue. Then we have 2 more colors on the rainbow. Now, indigo is not a color that we think that we know. It is actually a purple color and it is beautiful. And it is kind of more of a darker purple. So I'm just adding that to my aluminum foil. And then the V in Roy G. Biv stands for violet. Can you say that with me? Violet, very good. Violet is a lighter purple. It's very pretty. All right, so now I think I've got all the colors of the rainbow. So we already did our red, orange, and yellow. Now I have my green, blue, indigo, and violet. And we're just gonna do the same thing. Are you ready? Let's go. So using that same yellow side, I'm dipping back into my water. And I'm gonna go into my green. And we're gonna start up, up, up the rainbow. I'm grabbing some more color. Down, down, down the rainbow. Love it. How's yours? Yeah, isn't that awesome? Okay, so now I've used both sides of that. I don't want to use the same Q-tip for my blue, indigo, and violet, so I'm going to use a new one. So I'm just going to dip back into the water a little bit. And now I'm going to go into my blue. Excellent job. So here's my blue. Going on in. Up, up, up the rainbow. And down, down, down the rainbow. And remember, you can always add more. You can always add more color. Awesome. Next one, I'm gonna go ahead and take that same side, dip it back in my water, and I'm gonna go into my indigo purple color. All right, let's do it. So here's my purple or indigo, and I'm gonna again go up, up, up the rainbow, and down, down, down the rainbow. These are coming out great. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna go in a little bit more just because I like mine to be really nice and vibrant. Awesome. And then one more time, I'm gonna use that same side. We're gonna use this other side at the end to blend everything out. So now dipping into my water one more time and going into that lightest violet purple color. Y'all did great today. All right, and one more time, up, up, up the rainbow. And down, down, down the rainbow. Awesome job, y'all. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my clean end of my Q-tip and dip it into my water. And now all we're gonna do, we're not gonna add any color to this one. We're just going to kind of blend those colors throughout. So I have my rainbow here, and I'm just gonna kind of go in between each color just to kind of blend them out and kind of clean them up. Remember, this doesn't need to be perfect by any means, but just to add a little bit of cleanliness to it and make it a little sharper. Awesome. How are your rainbows looking? Great. I'm so glad. Now, you can stop here. I'm going to add a little something. I know right now it's a really tough time, and I'm really struggling with missing y'all a lot. And so I'm just going to write a little something on the top of my rainbow, like right here above the arch. And I think I'm just gonna write, I miss you, okay? So I miss you. And I'm gonna put an exclamation point, because remember, exclamation point means you're excited. And then I'm just gonna draw a little heart. Just like that. Awesome. I hope you had fun today. And remember, if your parents are okay with it, you need to make sure you have permission first, but y'all are welcome to send a picture to me through your parents' thing that they communicate with me on. And I would love to see what y'all's rainbows look like. I hope y'all had fun, and I miss y'all so much, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.